can see, it takes a lot of talented people and a little movie magic to bring a film like Small Soldiers to life.
Welcome back to Super Media Runners, where we run the media to you. Every July, we celebrate Small Soldiers Month, a tradition that honors the original theatrical release of Small Soldiers back in July 10th, 1998. This time around, we're shining the spotlight on every single Gorgonite and every single Commando Elite character from the movie. We will be breaking down who they are, what their roles were, and uncover some lesser-known facts that go beyond what you saw in the movie. To put this together, we pulled information from the film itself, as well as official sources like the books, official merchandise, DVD commentary, the official video games, and other official media. So with all that intel, let's load up those X-1000 military microchips and take a closer look. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth entertainment videos such as this one. It really goes out to support me and what we are doing with Super Media Runners. Let's begin.
I am Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites.
Starting with the Gorgonites, Archer, the noble emissary of the Gorgonites. Standing about 9 inches tall and designed with a leonine face, tribal armor, and a soft yet commanding voice, Archer was never meant to be a frontline fighter. Instead, he was designed to be the heart of the team, the one who leads with wisdom rather than violence. In the movie, his primary weapon is a crossbow, though it's mostly seen used as a grappling hook. According to Stan Winston's studio, the puppet version of Archer was one of the most technically expressive, with layered facial articulation to match his role as the moral compass of the group. Archer is voiced by Frank Langella, whose performance brings depth and calm authority to the character. Fun facts for Archer: in the Small Soldiers Squad Commander video game, his bow behaves more like Chewbacca's bowcaster, firing energy pulses instead of grappling hooks. In the Top Secret Dossier book, Archer's bio references his programmed desire for peace, a direct result of Irwin Wayfair's attempt to override the X-1000 chip's aggressive protocols. And in the movie scrapbook, Archer's sculpt was the very first completed model used to pitch the toy line's look to retailers. Next we have is Troglodyte, better known to fans as Frankenstein. Initially destroyed early in the movie during the toy store ambush, he's later reassembled by the Gorgonites using scrap parts, giving him a Frankenstein-esque design. From his pre-destroyed original design, Troglodyte matched Archer's height and had a muscular tone, wielding a caveman club. After his rebuilt transformation into Frankenstein, he has more from his cobbled-together torso, which included a radio of all things. His nature is still sadistic, and his time in the film showed him as resourceful, hijacking enemy equipment and racking up a high kill count for his fellow Gorgonites. Frankenstein is voiced by Michael McKean, who also voiced Insaniac. Fun facts for Frankenstein: according to the movie scrapbook, his original name, Troglodyte, was meant to reflect a prehistoric, caveman-like persona. The name Frankenstein only became canon in merchandising after the film's release, and in sticker book Freaks Out, Frankenstein is described as having ultra-tough recycled armor, an in-universe nod to his salvaged parts look. Ocula is next, and you really can't miss him, and they really can't miss you. Although mentioned as both a she or he, Ocula is the Gorgonites' surveillance and recon expert, an eyeball connected to a long eye stalk and tripedal body with fleshy suction legs that allow him to stick to walls and other surfaces. Although they don't have a mouth to speak, they chirp and click in a way that make them strangely endearing. Don't let his alien pet innocence fool you. Ocula is invaluable when it comes to scoping out danger, as they tend to be the first to see it, no pun intended. Ocula is surprisingly voiced by Jim Cummings. Some fun facts for Ocula: in Draw Your Own Small Soldiers, It's revealed that Ocula's design was inspired by classic sci-fi robot scouts like HAL 9000 and the Star Wars training droid. And in Radical Hardware, a sticker activity book, Ocula's schematic lists his optical lens as being capable of infrared and night vision, something never shown in the movie but detailed in some of the film's marketing materials. A toy prototype featured a spring-loaded Popeye function that was removed before wide release. Then there's Slamfist, the team's heavy lifter. Slamfist is big, broad, and kinda dopey. He had an arm that probably inspired his name, as it is equipped with a large bolter where a hand should be, that allows him to punch through walls and take hits no other Gorgonite could endure. His design also features a bald dome head, deep-set eyes, and a pale boulder-like skin. In the movie, he uses brawn rather than brains to take out his enemies, while also referencing Quasimodo. Slamfist is voiced by Christopher Guest, who also voices Scratchet. Fun facts about Slamfist: according to the Top Secret dossier, Slamfist was originally programmed to be a construction toy, not a fighter, which explains his unusually sturdy arm design. In Sticker Book Freaks Out, Slamfist is shown lifting a jeep over his head, suggesting his strength was exaggerated in some non-canon tie-ins. And in early drafts of the script, Slamfist was meant to have a deeper mentor-like blonde with Frankenstein acting as his handler post-reassembly. Insaniac brings a totally different kind of energy to the team. Literally, he's fast, erratic, and a total wild card. Designed with lanky limbs, wild black hair, and uneven eyes, he spins like a tornado when attacking enemies and can launch himself like a projectile, with his weapon of choice being a medieval flail. His concept art shows him as the team's witch doctor, but his fighting role during the film is psychological warfare, confusing, distracting, and overwhelming enemies with chaotic movement. Insaniac is voiced by Michael McKean. Fun facts for Insaniac. In the junior novelization, it's mentioned that Insaniac was originally programmed with Carnival Ride AI, which explains his erratic loop-de-loop behavior. Michael McKean, best known from This Is Spinal Tap, improvised many of Insaniac's lines, according to the film's DVD commentary. And in the Top Secret dossier, his design was intentionally asymmetrical to upset visual symmetry and induce unease in enemies, a tactic based off real military psyops theories. He's honestly my favorite Gorgonite. Then we have Punchet and Scratchet, the twin terrors of the Gorgonites. Think of them as the Master Blaster of the team. Punchet, true to his name, has massive fists ideal for smashing obstacles, taking on a humanoid rhino appearance. Scratchet is more agile, with claws suited for quick melee attacks, but also having a rubbery texture body, as he tends to use the horns on Punchet's head as a makeshift slingshot, launching himself at enemies. Punchet is voiced by Harry Shearer, while Scratchet is voiced by Christopher Guest. Fun facts for Punchet and Scratchet: in Neighborhood Meltdown, a short novelization of the movie, the two are referred to as the Chaotic Duo, who once destroyed half of Irwin's workbench in a test simulation. In the Freaks Out sticker book, their preferred method of combat is listed as ambush and overwhelm. And in the Top Secret dossier, it's revealed that Scratchet was originally designed as a separate toy line character, but was reworked to fit the Gorgonite faction late in development. Now, let's switch sides and meet the Elite, the Commando Elite. Starting with Major Chip Hazard, the face of the Commando Elite. Voiced by Tommy Lee Jones, Chip Hazard is a militaristic hardliner who leads with brutal efficiency. Clad in green uniform with a crew cut, he's equipped with a pistol and actual knife in the film. Not sure how that passed Globotech. His stature matches Archer's, but his design is far more rigid and angular, emphasizing his role as the uncompromising leader. Fun facts for Chip Hazard. In the movie scrapbook, his design was inspired by a cross between General Patton and every 80s action figure line rolled into one. According to Stan Winston's studio, the puppet for Chip had the highest range of facial movement out of any commando, necessary for all those commanding speeches. And in early internal memos shared in the top secret dossier, his name was almost Colonel Killjoy before Tommy Lee Jones signed on. Now, Butch Meathook lives up to his name. This commando acts as the team's sniper specialist, though he's not really seen using a sniper in the movie. He does, however, wield a flamethrower and gets to use it on Christie's now ex-boyfriend. With a more uniform look in contrast with the other Commando Elite, he really fits the G.I. Joe design that likely inspired most of the Commando Elite. Butch is actually voiced by Jim Brown. Fun facts for Butch Meathook. In the top secret dossier, Butch was originally designed as a professional wrestler toy before being repurposed for the Commando Elite. In Radical Hardware, his ammo belt is labeled fully plastic, zero reload, a gag pointing to his toy nature. Kip Gilligan is the stealth expert, dressed in dark camo, a green bandana, cigar in mouth, plenty of knives, and a constant smirk. Kip is modeled after a covert ops operative. He's agile, sneaky, and specializes in ambushes. Kip is voiced by Ernest Borgnine. Fun facts for Kip Gilligan. According to the top secret dossier, Kip's knife was originally intended to be detachable in the action figure line, but was deemed a choking hazard. His name was chosen as a riff on Gilligan, a bit of dark humor from the writers revealed in a 1998 DreamWorks press kit. And in early concept art, Kip wore night vision goggles and had a grappling hook, but both dropped due to production costs. Brick Bazooka is the artillery expert, loud, unpredictable, and built like a football player. His bulky arms and green tank top emphasize his archetype as the loose cannon of the squad. Voiced by George Kennedy, Brick is prone to blowing things up first and asking questions never. Fun facts for Brick. The junior novelization states that Brick was the first Commando Elite prototype to be tested, and he failed multiple aggression tests. The movie scrapbook includes a deleted scene storyboard where Brick accidentally blows up a Gwendy factory during a field test. And in sticker book Radical Hardware, his launcher was originally labeled Nerf-style foam before being redesigned to look more menacing. Nick Nitro is the team's tactician for explosives and tech. With a black mohawk, gnarly teeth, and strapped with explosives, Nick is short, compact, and dangerous. He's usually seen planting bombs or setting them off. Voiced by Clint Walker, Nick was meant to be the most coldly professional of the team, and certainly the most competent besides Major Chip Hazard, which is interesting considering that Chip apparently served with his father.
Mission is my mission. Serve with your father. He's a good man.
Some fun facts for Nick Nitro. In the top secret dossier, he's described as being programmed with engineering subroutines, which makes him the only Commando Elite with some kind of tech aptitude. A toy prototype once had a removable detonator backpack, but it was scrapped to reduce manufacturing costs. And in the junior novelization, Nick's self-detonation scene was originally far more graphic, but it was toned down in the movie for a PG-13 audience. Finally, Link Static rounds out the team as their communications expert. He wears headset gear, carries a radio pack, and operates behind the scene, jamming signals and coordinating team movements. Voiced by Bruce Dern, Link is the geeky military man in the chair that tends to be overlooked by the rest of the Commando Elite. Some fun facts for Link Static. In the junior novelization, his hacking expertise are demonstrated in the scene where Link Static hacked a garage door to allow an ambush. His name is based on military jargon for corrupted transmissions, Link Static, and was coined by writer Gavin Scott as an inside joke. In early toy catalogs, Link was listed as the Team Hacker, a title that never appeared in the film itself. And that completes our deep dive into every Gorgonite and Commando Elite from Small Soldiers. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope we can get more people talking about Small Soldiers in July, because it's getting kinda lonely out here. But until next July, go watch the movie for the 100th time like me and have a great rest of your day.